Hi, boys and girls. My name is Jill Sheeley, and I'm so happy to be with you today, even though it's virtually. Usually, we do this event at the historic Hotel Jerome, but of course, that can't happen this year due to COVID. So, I have my hot chocolate with me, and I have a cookie. And so, I'm just going to pretend like I'm in front of the fire at the Hotel Jerome. And today, I'm going to read to you from my book. Adventures of Fraser the Yellow Dog, Rescue on Snowmass Mountain. So I think some of you already know about Fraser, but Fraser's a very, very big yellow Labrador. And here's the beginning of the book. Courtney was grinning. I'm dying to ski Hanging Valley Wall, she said. Do you think we should? Asked Katie after that humongous storm last night. Sounds good to me, said Taylor. The wall is steep and deep. Fraser whined. He wanted to go too. Fraser, you know we'd love to take you with us, Courtney said, but dogs aren't allowed. We'll be back soon. Courtney grabbed one of her dad's long climbing ropes and tied Fraser to a post. She left him fresh water and some food. Then she gave him a big kiss. Goodbye. After skiing several runs, the girls decided to ski some more difficult runs. KT Gully, Lower Powderhorn, AMF, and the Cirque. The bumps were soft with a layer of fresh snow. The girls were feeling confident and enjoying themselves. Riding up the fast-moving chairlift, the girls could smell juicy hamburgers grilling. The smoke filled the air. Wow, said Amy, I'm starving. Let's stop for lunch at High Alpine. We can sit out on the deck. The girls had worked up quite an appetite. They wolfed down grilled cheese sandwiches and French fries. The noonday sun warmed them as they rested and chatted. After lunch, Courtney was ready. Let's ski the wall now, she told her friends. We can ski all the way down and play with Fraser. The girls were in great spirits, snuggled together on the number 12 chairlift. They sang, I've been working on the railroad. And at the top of High Alpine Lift, they popped out of their skis, slung them over their shoulders, and hiked for about 10 minutes before reaching the wall. Awesome, the girls screamed. The views were spectacular. With their hair blowing wildly in the wind, the girls took off skiing, whooping and hollering as they tackled the most challenging run on Snowmass Mountain. The air was cold, but the sun warmed their chilly noses. They shushed together down a narrow chute surrounded by two cliffs. Courtney yelled to her friends, I'm going to ski Strawberry Patch. I'll meet you at the bottom. The other girls continued straight down. Courtney stopped for a quick rest and stood for a moment in awe of the valley's silence. Picking her way in and around the trees, Courtney whizzed down Strawberry Patch. But suddenly, out of nowhere, she heard a sound rise from the earth. Woof! She felt the ground move underneath her, and from above, clumps of heavy snow moved quickly, totally surrounding her. Courtney tried to ski toward the nearest tree for safety, but the sea of flowing snow moved faster than she could. The snow buried one leg and then the other. As quickly as the slide began, it stopped. Courtney tried to move, but couldn't. Her heart was pounding. She was in trouble. Her dad had been a ski patrolman and warned Courtney of the dangers of being caught in a snowslide. She could still hear his voice, strong and powerful, inside her head. If you're ever buried in snow, you must try and stay calm and think good thoughts. Courtney closed her eyes and took several deep breaths. She pictured in her mind where she would like to be in her log home with her mom and her dad, her black cat Scratchy, her collie Abby, and her beloved yellow dog Fraser. Soon, Courtney was floating above the ski slope, swept away in a dream. And in her dream, Courtney could take Fraser everywhere. She could take Fraser to school. She could take Fraser ice skating. She could take him to her trapeze class. And Courtney could take Fraser sailing. Suddenly, Courtney was awakened to a whimpering sound and many, many wet licks on her cold face. Fraser, she said, it's you. I'm not dreaming. How did you ever find me? Fraser barked loudly as he began digging the snow away from Courtney. Then Courtney heard voices shouting on her name. I'm here, she yelled. I'm over here. Within minutes, 2 ski patrolmen arrived, equipped with shovels, first aid gear, and blankets. It didn't take long for the 2 strong patrolmen to free Courtney from the heavy snow. Thank you so much for saving me, Courtney said. Well, we didn't save you, replied one of the patrolmen. Your dog did. Courtney looked at Fraser, who stood proudly by her side. Katie was breathing heavily. When you didn't show up at the bottom of the wall, we got worried. We called the ski patrol. We've been searching for you ever since. The patrolman said, then we heard a dog barking and followed the sound. That is one smart dog. Courtney held Fraser close to her chest. How about a ride in the toboggan? The patrolman asked. When they arrived at the bottom of the mountain, Courtney's dad was there to greet her. Thanks for the good advice, Dad, Courtney said. It came in handy. Then she hugged Fraser. Thanks again for rescuing me today, Fraser. I'm going to take you out for your favorite treat. So the very next day, after a very good night's rest, Courtney took Fraser to Boogie's Diner for an ice cream sundae. You're the best dog a girl could ever have, she said. I wonder what our next adventure will be. And that is the end of the book, Adventures of Fraser the Yellow Dog. And we have a few more. We're not going to read them today, but I just want to tell you that in a few minutes, we'll have Sarah Stevens on to sing the song about Fraser. So I want to wish you all very, very happy holidays. And I hope you're out having a good time, whether you're sledding or skiing. So happy holidays.